Do you think you've seen everything about Romania? Wait until you hear this. High up in a mountain, young people from distant villages gather at a kind of love market, where families meet, eyes connect, and marriages are arranged as if time had frozen in the past. Now imagine a dark castle that inspired one of the most terrifying legends in history, where a cruel ruler is said to have punished his enemies in unimaginable ways. Curious? Then get ready to discover 10 incredible facts about Romania that you probably never imagined. Romania is located in southeastern Europe, squeezed between countries like Hungary, Ukraine, Bulgaria, and Serbia, with a strip of coastline along the Black Sea. Many people overlook it on maps, but what's fascinating is that this seemingly small territory is actually a crossroads of cultures, conflicts, and historical surprises. Let's start with Romania's history. It begins with 3 territories that for a long time followed different paths: Moldavia, Transylvania, and Wallachia. During the Middle Ages, these principalities developed separately, each facing its own political and military challenges. However, they all shared one thing in common: the struggle to maintain autonomy in the face of the great powers of the time. Wallachia and Moldavia, for instance, were often under the influence of the Ottoman Empire, paying tributes to avoid invasions. Meanwhile, Transylvania spent long periods under the rule of the Kingdom of Hungary and later the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Despite these differences, Romanian identity gradually strengthened over the centuries, uniting the 3 territories through culture, language, and traditions. One of the most memorable figures of this period was Vlad the Impaler, ruler of Wallachia in the 15th century. Known for his brutality in the wars against the Ottomans, he inspired the legend of Dracula, one of the most famous myths in literature and cinema. While the real history of Vlad is very different from fiction, his figure continues to be remembered today, both as a relentless leader and as a symbol of Romanian resistance. The name Romania has its roots in the term Terra Romanisca, which means land of the Romans. This connection to the Romans comes from the colonization of the territory by ancient Rome, which left its mark on the language and local culture. Even after centuries of domination by different empires, this heritage never disappeared and was fundamental in building the national identity. The unification of the 3 principalities officially happened only in the 19th century, when Moldavia and Wallachia joined to form the Principality of Romania in 1859. Later, in 1918, Transylvania also became part of the country, consolidating the territory that is today known as Romania. Since then, the nation has faced various challenges, including wars and political changes, yet it has preserved its unique identity. As a result of this long historical journey, Romania is a country that attracts attention for many reasons, and the beauty of its women is undoubtedly one of them. Their remarkable contrasts, including generally fair and luminous skin, hair ranging from blonde to brown and even red, and natural elegance, make them stand out anywhere. This aesthetic diversity comes from a rich mix of Slavic, Latin, and Balkan influences, resulting in varied yet always captivating features. But it's not just their appearance that impresses. Many Romanian women are distinguished by their charm and confidence in how they express themselves. There is special attention to detail, whether in the way they dress, always sophisticated and in tune with trends, or in their posture marked by a firm and graceful presence. The local culture values personal presentation highly, which is reflected in the care they take of themselves, from clothing choices to subtle gestures that demonstrate elegance. Furthermore, education and general knowledge are part of their charm. Many speak more than one language, have a deep interest in different cultures, and tend to be well-informed about the world. This cultural background makes conversations richer and more engaging, showing that their beauty goes far beyond looks, complemented by intelligence, charisma, and a curious outlook on life. When night falls in Romania, the cities take on a completely different rhythm. The illuminated streets, crowded bars, and nightclubs full of music show that the country knows how to enjoy the late hours. Whether in large metropolises or smaller destinations, there is always something happening for those seeking entertainment. In Bucharest, the excitement never stops. The old town becomes a meeting point with bars, pubs, and clubs catering to all tastes. For those who enjoy something more sophisticated, rooftops offer incredible views of the city while serving drinks and good music. Underground clubs are a paradise for electronic music lovers who want to dance until dawn. In cities like Cluj-Napoca and Timișoara, the university crowd sets the pace of the night. Themed parties, festivals, and outdoor events ensure that no one stays still. The music scene is also strong, with performances by international DJs and local bands that energize bars and nightclubs. Besides the large parties, there are also quieter options for those who prefer a more relaxed atmosphere. Restaurants open late, wineries offering tastings, and jazz bars with live music are perfect for those who want to enjoy the night without too much commotion. Cost of living in Romania stands out for being significantly lower than in many other countries. On average, living in the country can be around 53% cheaper than the global average, making it an attractive destination for those seeking a more affordable lifestyle without sacrificing comfort. Housing, transportation, food, and leisure usually have more inviting prices, especially compared to Western Europe. Public transport is cheap and efficient, with monthly passes ranging from €15 to €25 depending on the city. Even with a lower cost of living, many people in Romania need strategies to balance their finances, since the average salary doesn't allow for great luxuries. Still, for foreigners earning income from abroad or working remotely, the country can be an excellent option to live well while spending less. The top of Munte Ghinea in Romania, one of the country's oldest and most peculiar festivals, takes place. Every year in July, hundreds of people climb to this remote location to participate in the Târgul de Fete, the Maiden's Fair. The event maintains a tradition where parents bring their unmarried daughters to find a husband. But this gathering is more than just a festivity. It functions as a true matrimonial market where young people from different villages can meet. Because the mountain lies between multiple isolated communities, it became the ideal meeting point for these arranged marriages. For the girls, it's a chance to find a suitor. For the boys, an opportunity to show they are ready to build a family. Parents discuss dowries, evaluate alliances, and often marriages are arranged right there. For many, the Târgul de Fete was not just an event, but the only real chance to meet someone outside their own community. In times when villages were isolated and marriages often happened among neighbors, this fair opened a world of possibilities. For some families, securing a good marriage was more than a desire. It was a necessity to strengthen alliances and improve the lives of their children. Today, the tradition has evolved. The festival still happens, but now with a more festive and cultural tone. Arranged marriages have been replaced with folk music performances, traditional dances, and a large artisan fair where visitors can find handmade goods like embroidered clothing, ceramics, and carved wooden objects. Even without the old practice of matchmaking, the fair still attracts many people. Tourists and locals climb the mountain not only for the celebration but also for the stunning landscape and festive atmosphere. The event has become a symbol of Romanian cultural heritage, keeping alive a centuries-old tradition while adapting to modern times. Romania has a population of around 19 million people, but this number was much higher in the past. In recent years, the country has faced a major demographic challenge: mass migration, especially among young people seeking better opportunities in other European Union countries. The main reasons are low salaries, unemployment, and the search for a better quality of life. Many Romanians choose destinations like Germany, Italy, Spain, and the United Kingdom to work in construction, healthcare, and technology sectors. This movement directly impacts the economy, causing a loss of skilled professionals and difficulties filling certain job positions. At the same time, entire families are separated as many workers leave Romania and leave relatives behind. Within the country, large cities like Bucharest, Cluj-Napoca, and Timișoara continue attracting residents due to employment and educational opportunities, while rural areas are gradually depopulated. Small villages lose inhabitants year after year, affecting not only the local economy but also the preservation of customs and traditions. Another significant factor is the aging population. With fewer young people and a declining birth rate, the number of elderly is increasing, raising the demand for healthcare and social services. This situation could pose challenges in the future, as a country needs an economically active population to sustain development. Even with these challenges, there are initiatives to encourage Romanians to stay, such as investments in technology, infrastructure, and competitive salaries. However, reversing this migration flow remains difficult, as the economic difference between Romania and other EU countries continues to be a decisive factor for those seeking a better life abroad. Romania is predominantly Romanian, making up about 89% of the population. However, there are also minority groups that are part of the country's history and culture. Among them, Hungarians form the largest minority, concentrated mainly in Transylvania, maintaining their traditions, language, and customs. Another community is the German minority, which was much larger in the past. For centuries, Transylvanian Saxons played a significant role in the region's economy and architecture, building fortified towns and churches that are still tourist attractions today. After wars and the communist era, many emigrated to Germany, significantly reducing their presence. Romania also has the largest Roma population in Europe, estimated at around 3%. This group has its own culture, traditions, and language, although they face challenges such as integration, education access, and employment opportunities. Despite these obstacles, Roma influence is noticeable in Romanian music and art. Even with a majority ethnic group, this cultural mix over the centuries helped shape Romania's identity. Each community left its mark, whether in cuisine, architecture, or local customs, creating a society enriched by the influence of different peoples who passed through the region. And the video ends here. Please share your thoughts about Romania in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Your support means a lot to us.